So as promised, we've got even more content coming to you. We are fortunate to have here two young apprentices from Lloyds Bank. They are Ann-Fernee and Tasmia. I'm going to do a little bit different this time. I want you guys to introduce yourselves. So first and foremost, we'll go to Ann-Fernee. Just give me an overview about who you are and what apprenticeship that you are exploring right now.
Okay, perfect. So my name's Ann-Fernee. I joined Lloyds Banking Group in 2018 on the data analysis apprenticeship program. I was on it for 2 years before rolling off. And since then, I've secured a promotion as a senior fraud data analyst. So I work in the fraud team, and I work on a lot of different projects to enhance like the different metrics that we have in place to I guess lower our fraud losses and protect our customers. So yeah, I've been very fortunate to just have a complete change of career because of this apprenticeship. So
Wow.
that's why I think it's so important to spread the word and let more people know about the opportunities at Lloyd's.
No, brilliant. Thank you so much for that. I'm going to throw it back out to you
No
again,
worries.
Tasmia. Introduce a little bit about yourself and what apprenticeship you're currently on right now.
Yep. So hi, my name is Tasmia, and I'm on the degree apprenticeship. So I started my degree in 2018, and my day-to-day role is as a software engineer. So building products for the bank, which help automate and digitize like processes for the bank. So I've also, same as Fern, even during my apprenticeship, I secured a promotion, and I've also changed roles as well. So I've kind of seen a lot of within the bank. So I've worked at the mobile bank for the mobile banking app. I've also worked in like areas where we're documenting like the bank letters. So yeah, and now currently I'm working in an area where we're automizing and using machine learning for products that help enhance customers'
Wow, fab.
journeys.
That seems like a lot that you do a lot. Do you get time to eat in the day? That's my question. I'm going to go back to Anthony. Talk a little bit about how you found out about this apprenticeship, because I'm going to assume that it's not many year 10s, more 11s, even year 12s or 13s thinking, I want to work for Lloyds Bank. This is the specific apprenticeship that I'm looking to go down. So what was it about that really made you think, yeah, this is for me?
So I graduated from university with a degree in psychology, and I moved back to London and was just trying to figure it out and what I wanted to do. So I was a bit lost. But someone told me, I guess, what do you like to do? And I mentioned I like numbers, I like analyzing things. And they said, what about a data analyst or a data scientist? And I was like, I never thought about that. So I went to a seminar, and it kind of gave me an insight into what a data analyst does. And it really intrigued me. So I went online, I searched for so many data analyst roles, and I luckily came across this on Indeed, and that's
Okay.
how I found this apprenticeship. Yeah, without knowing anything
No, I
about
mean
data
something.
analysis.
In essence, someone just spots an interest and you did further research. Well, in essence, you did your own research and started plowing through, and you
Yes.
managed to find something. That's fantastic. And again, Tasmia, at your place of work, have there been any challenges that you've overcome during your apprenticeship?
Yeah, so I'm based in London, and my university was in Manchester.
Oh,
So
wow.
literally every like once a week, I would have to travel to Manchester, which I found initially that was like a lot for me. So I didn't really, I wasn't really sure how it would be traveling to Manchester and everything. So again, I found that challenging, but also trying to manage like my assignments, trying to also try like paying attention to work projects as well. Like we have deadlines, so just trying to find that work-life balance. But all the time, like I've had such supportive line managers who've always supported me, like on my apprenticeship journey.
Yeah.
They've always said that give your first preference to your apprenticeship, to your studies. So we also have like we can also have like study days. I can book off time like
Okay. Yeah.
that like every day I need maybe like an hour to do just some catch up on my assignments or any kind of like lectures. And even in the pandemic, everyone's been really supportive, like from Lloyd's, all my line managers, my team, everyone knows I'm doing an apprenticeship, so they kind of take it. They kind of give me that, the chance to kind of learn things and also implement in workplace projects as well.
So what I'm hearing from you is, in essence, that you get a lot of support in the workplace when regards to working and studying alongside it. And obviously, you've got to be really organised to make sure that you get there and get everything sorted. And again, that's fantastic to hear. Now, I'm going to ask you a question. We're going to go to Ann-Fernee. When did you you had an open conversation. Did you ever speak to your parents about this particular pathway, thinking, I want to do an apprenticeship? And how much information did they personally know themselves surrounding this world?
I think there was a big stigma around apprenticeship because a lot of people think it's only for, I guess, young people coming out of school. So I guess coming from a place where I already had my bachelor's, going back to my mom and saying, I want to do 180 and start over and be a data analyst, which she's never heard of because I'm Jamaican and no one in my community has ever heard of a data analyst or a data scientist. So she wasn't really on board. But I was like, just give it a few months. I think is really, really great. And then once she really saw like my progress and see how supportive Lloyd's been about my growth and opening doors to this career, she just loved it. She was all on board and just very, very supportive. So I think it's about making people aware. I think once people are aware of this space and aware of all the opportunities, then it's easier for them to, I guess, get on board with it all.
Now going back, say you're sat at sixth form, what options or what pathway do you think you would explore if you were to go back, knowing what you know now?
I would have definitely chosen an apprenticeship, 100%. I would have escaped the student loans. I wouldn't have any. So I would have definitely chosen an apprenticeship route. I think a lot of people just believe that they need to go straight to university and then get their master's and then they'll get the perfect job. But at the end of the day, what I've realized in life is that it's all about experience as well. So it's not just about the piece of paper. You have to have that tangible experience. So I think with this apprenticeship, not only do you get your certificate in whichever subject you choose or whichever role you choose, but you also get that hands-on experience at the same time. And I think that was what drew me to this. I would definitely have chosen apprenticeship.
Brilliant, thank you. Same question.
Straight out of high school.
No, brilliant, that's fantastic. So, same question to you, Tasmia. What are when you have that conversation with your parents, how did it come about to say, look, mum, dad, carer, I'm thinking about exploring this pathway? How receptive were they to it?
So again, same as Fern as well. So I had already secured like a place at King's College to do like a degree in computer science. So when I actually turned down that opportunity and I went for the apprenticeship with Lloyds Bank, so everyone was a bit like, oh, it was very hard to decide what I want to do because like King's College, it was very hard enough to get a position there and secure that place as well. And then think that, I didn't really think it was going to be as good as, just working as well. So when I told my family, they were like, well, I think you should just go to university and maybe complete your degree and then look for a job because we're not sure how you're going to manage everything. And it was just like, again, that there's that stigma, like apprenticeships are only for like construction industries or like, you can't really do an apprenticeship in computer science or like a degree in computer science or as a software engineer, you would have to go down the traditional university route. So, but I just think like once I spoke to people within Lloyd's as well, like when they had when they had offered me the role as well. So I spoke to people within Lloyd's and they were just so very nice and like very chilled out, and the whole like the friendliness as well, that really kind of pulled me towards the opportunity. And then it just made sense. Like, you're not going to have a depth at the end. You're gaining real world experience, because now when I do my assignments from university, they're very like small and very
Manageable.
baby in front of like the world
Yeah.
projects, that with the real world projects that I'm doing within the bank. And you can't gain that experience by just going to university. So I mean, like, it just makes sense to do an apprenticeship, because, and especially if you have the opportunity to do it, and it's not for young people as well. Like
Yeah.
within the bank, we have so many people. Like my line manager is doing a master's
Wow.
apprenticeship as well. So I mean, I have the support from even my line manager. She knows what I'm going through. She, like, you could talk to them about the EPA, the endpoint assessment, and she knows like what I'm talking about. So I mean, like Lloyds really encourages all of their colleagues, like no matter what age you're at, no matter what stage you're at as well, like in your career, like you can be at a really high grade and you could they still encourage you to do an apprenticeship. So it's so yeah, I think now within the bank, when I look around, I feel like the apprenticeship isn't just for like 16 to 18-year-olds. So yeah.
So now I'm going to guess that when you have those conversations, or you meet extended family, you meet extended friends, okay, your mum and dad's friends and families. Oh, how's your daughter? What is she doing? And are they more glowy? Are they more, wow, my daughter's doing an apprenticeship, this is what she's doing? Are they more proud, so to speak, the fact that you are on this pathway?
Yeah, so definitely they are more proud now, and they openly say that she is doing an apprenticeship. And yeah, she's like, but at the same hand, it's not like the minimum wage as well. Like you're not a really bad wage as well, and obviously, like you're increasing your experience as well. So with your experience, you're obviously gaining that valuable experience. So
Yeah.
even if you do like, and no one can take that experience back. So it doesn't matter
Yeah.
if you're doing an apprenticeship; it's the experience that you're
Yeah.
getting, and within the company you're growing as well.
Fab. And just go to you as well. Is your family proud that you're on apprenticeship pathway? And they like to discuss it with their extended friends.
Yes. For me, my mum shouts it from the rooftop now and tell all of her friends to whenever anyone approaches her about they're confused about what they should do for their child in terms of, I guess, that pathway to
Yeah.
take, she'll always send my number through to be like, what about an apprenticeship? My daughter is the fraud data analyst apprentice and she's doing really well. They pay her really well and she gains the experience. Yeah, just to echo what Tasmia said, it's definitely that same experience.
Brilliant.
I think once everyone understands what we do and see the support that Lloyds gives
Yeah.
us, it's just technically a job. It doesn't
Yeah.
really feel like just school, because you're learning, you're working at the same time.
Yeah.
So yeah, it just feels like any other job, but you just layer it on with that learning experience as well.
Fabulous. I just want to say thank you so much for joining me today. It's been really, really insightful. Hopefully, it's been extremely insightful for you and hopefully inspired you to explore a pathway that you possibly didn't think you could go down. So thank you, girls. Hopefully speak to you soon.